Yep, doing some more wares. Play some Jeopardy Sports Edition, actually. Yeah, so my opponents are going to be, for this game, Andrea and Lisa. So, this is the Sega Genesis version, but I know there's a Super Nintendo version if we want to play later on, so... What are our categories, Alex?
Here are the categories.
Boxing, sports lingo, golf scoring, potpourri, most in a season, and martial arts. I'm happy with this. I'll go boxing for 500 to start things off. This future White House employee won the 67 147-pound title at the U.S. Naval Academy. Who is Oliver North? Yeah, I think it's been a while since I've actually played this game.
You are correct.
Boxing for 400. Daily double. Second clue in Daily double. That's heartbreaking. Why not? I'll make it a true Daily double. Why not? Along with box and stop, boxing referees are also allowed to give this command. What is break?
You are correct.
Basically when the two boxers clinch, so... most in the season for 500. This trainer caught the most interceptions in the season with 14 in 1952. Who is Night Train Lane. And it's still the record to this day, actually. I hope they accept Night Train Lane. Because I'd be kind of surprised if they accepted Dick Night Train Lane and not counting this one, actually.
You are correct.
Most of the season for 4. I am playing kind of like a wholesale strategy. 400. He completed the most passes in a season with 404 as an Oiler in 1991. Who is Warren Moon? Very QB in the 80s and 90s.
You are correct.
Let's try golf scoring for 500. This score is a birdie on a par 4 golf hole. What is 3?
You are correct.
Golf scoring for 400. I am playing kind of like a forced bounce as well. So, scoring 3 under par on a hole. What is an albatross or a double eagle? And 4 is a condor.
You are correct.
And albatross is also known as a double eagle. Boxing for 300. A monster must immediately retire to here after knocking down his opponent. What is a neutral corner? Yeah, all my experience playing the Sports Edition game, the Millionaire Sports Edition game specifically, is kind of paying off. Even though this game came out about a decade before.
You are correct.
That, so, let's try most of the season for 300. He had the most sacks in a season with 22 as a Jet in 1984. Who is Mark Gastineau? And I believe the record's now held by Michael Strahan, who has 22 and a half. It's a shame Mark Gastineau might never make the Hall of Fame. Even though Joe Klecko did make the Hall of Fame recently. So.
You are correct.
Okay. Let's go. We'll try sports lingo for 300. This 4 features a pinch and a kill. I have no idea. If I were to guess, I'd say ice hockey. It's racquetball. Well, if they were guessed that in a million years. So Andrea gets control. Where's she gonna go, actually? This board keeps track of sand saves. I'd probably guess beach volleyball. It wouldn't be a guess, though. Lisa. Golf.
You are correct.
Yeah, I started to take beach volleyball, actually, for some reason, so... Okay, Lisa's going, boxing. During his pro career, he was knocked down only by Kevin the Spoiler Howard, who was a sugar runner, and that's no longer true, actually, because he got knocked down later on by I believe it was Camacho, actually, that Leonard suffered another knockdown, actually. So this is a question that's been outdated, actually, because Hector Camacho knocked down Leonard. I believe it was Leonard's final fight in '97.
You are correct.
Oh. Most heats for 200. He's trying to kick the most field goals in a season with 35 in 1983. Who is Ali Haji Sheikh? Yeah, he was. Man, he was actually a rookie. Actually, if I'm not mistaken. Actually, when he set the record, actually.
You are correct.
Yep. So I'll go. Golf scoring for 300. Scoring 1 under par on a hole is called this. What is a birdie? They literally had a question like that earlier, so yeah. Do with what you please.
You are correct.
Okay. Martial arts for 500. The Chinese art of self-defense. I would guess Tai Chi. It might be a guess, though. Andrea. And it was Kung Fu.
You are correct.
That's one problem with this also follows the old scoring system. Gonna go sports lingo. The epee, foil, and saber are used in this sport. What is fencing?
You are correct.
Boxing with 200. Let's get boxing out of the way for 200. Lewis Barn and Cassius Clay were the only ones to knock this boxer out, who was Sonny Liston. And actually, probably one of the more underrated heavyweights of all time, actually.
You are correct.
Ali was 64 and 65, but Lewis Barn was 69. Most seasons, let's close out for 100. This Redskins had the most receptions in a single season with 106 in 1984. Who was Art Monk. And again, this is another record that's been broken over, actually. Lead record's Michael Thomas with 140.
You are correct.
9 this season, actually. I believe it's a couple years back, actually. So, sports lingo for 400. This sport features the cross, jab, and hook. What is boxing? There's literally a category called boxing in this round, and I get a question that kind of references that. So,
you are correct.
knock it out of the way for 5. Sports lingo for 5. Let's get it out of the way. This British sport features a bowler, batsman, and wicketkeeper. What is cricket? I'm one of the few that prefers cricket over baseball, actually. I love cricket.
You are correct.
Our up to over $5,000 before even first round's over, so potpourri for 500. This host country received a scare at Olympic time from Typhoon Wilma. What was Japan? I think that was 64 is when that happened.
You are correct.
Yeah, I was thinking, the typhoon's a Pacific name for a hurricane. So, 400. It was put on swimmer Felipe Munoz's head when he won gold at Mexico City. I'd say a medal. It might be a guess, though. It was a sombrero.
You are correct.
Kind of ironically, Mexico City. So, not too much left. Let's see. Okay. This Archer story was first recorded by the 16th century writer Aegisthus Schutte Who was William Tell? I hope it's right.
You are correct.
Yep. Potpourri for 300. He's in first place of Freak Magazine's list of top 10 actor boxers. Who is Sylvester Stallone?
You are correct.
Close up Potpourri for 200. Why not? His actual great became his pro career hockey career with the Indianapolis Racers in 1978. Who was Wayne Gretzky? If you're wondering, the Racers were in the World Hockey Association, and Gretzky only played, I think, a couple of games for them before being sold to Pierre Pocklington of the Edmonton Oilers, which also started from the World Hockey Association.
You are correct.
Martial arts for 400. The North American Judo is the color belt between orange and blue. I'd guess brown. I would guess brown. Andrea. And it was green.
You are correct.
Yes, so... Yeah, my strategy is kind of like a hole tower and a force bounce at the same time, so... Scoring 1 over par on a hole. What is a bogey? And while we're at it, I'll score for 200. Close it out. Scoring 2 under par on a hole. What is an eagle? It's like that.
You are correct.
Leaves martial arts, and I'm really, unless they give me something like kickboxing, I'm being in. In judo, this is the color belt above brown. I guess black. Treya again. And she doesn't know.
Sorry.
Now does Lisa know? That's the real thing. Does Lisa know? Because he's only buzzed in 1 time this whole game. Well, she's going to take a stab at it. And she doesn't know.
Sorry.
Yeah, I would probably guess black at this spot, but I'm not going to risk it.
You know the correct response.
Blue. So, luckily I still retain control. Martial arts for 200. The color belt worn by a beginner in judo. What is white, I believe?
You are correct.
Close out 400. Yeah, a lot of judo questions in this category, actually. This martial arts name is translated to English as empty hand. What is karate? So at the end of the first round, this at minus 200. I drag third turn. We're up to 7,100 as we go to
Double Jeopardy.
My powers doubled. This is basically round 1 Marin era, and Lisa will lead off with these categories.
Here are the categories.
Tennis players, Olympic firsts, hodgepodge, golf, country, and hockey. So Lisa will lead things off. Where is she going to go? She's going to go for a specialist? Well, she is. This first player since 74 to win 3 Grand Slam events in a calendar year. It's the first one since Jimmy Connors in 74. I have no idea. Mats Wilander. Mats Wilander. That was a toughie. I was actually digging Von Lundell. So it's going to stay golf. This golfer has won the most U.S. Tour events. The obvious answer would be Jack Nicklaus, but I dig it is actually Sam Snead. Andrea. And it was Sam Snead. Snead or Nicklaus. It's going to be either one, so what's she going to go? First, he was the first U.S. figure skater to win an Olympic gold medal. They're really going for the juggler with these questions. I'll guess Brian Boitano. It might be a guess, though. It was Dick Button.
You are correct.
Okay, this is my stress relief. Okay. The Winter Olympics were held for the first time in this year. What is 1924? And yes, I did know it already, but the Australian first game kind of hammered the truth. And so now I'm in control. Hockey for 200. The number of goals that one must have scored one game to have a hat trick. What is 3? I'm not going to go for a force bounce here because there's not really that many categories I'm too comfortable in. So 400. Number of officials on the ice during a hockey game. I would probably say 2. I'd say 2. Might be a guess though. 3.
You are correct.
Lisa's back to chips at 400. So where's she going to go? Hodgepodge. Number of points needed to win a game of table tennis. I would guess 13. Might be a guess though. Andrea again. And 21.
You are correct.
Okay, so you can tell actually you could really play catch up really in the second round. So this country has won the Tennis Davis Cup the most times. What's the United States? It's gonna be either United States or Australia.
You are correct.
Hockey for 600. The only NHL goalie to register a season goals against average of under 1.00. I would say Roy Waters. Might be a guess though. Oh, it was George Haynes or the Ottawa Firemen.
You are correct.
Yeah, that was a pretty tough one actually. I was thinking for some reason Tiny Thompson or Roy Waters. So this hockey player was called the Golden Jet, who was Bobby Hull. Now I think I'll close out for 1,000 on this one actually.
You are correct.
I'll close out for 1,000. Why not? So Bobby Orr ended his career as part of this team, who are the I think he played for the Sabres to close out his career. Actually, I know he played for the Blackhawks actually at one point or another. So it's a massive gamble if I get this wrong, but I kind of like to roll with it. It's either Sabres or Blackhawks.
Sorry?
Blackhawks. It was going to be one of the other, Sabres or Blackhawks. I knew Orr didn't close his career with Boston. Pull out Eagleson saga. And it was the Blackhawks. I think actually Orr did play for the Sabres at one point, actually.
You are correct.
In between Boston and Chicago. So Andreev really catching up. Both the doubles are in play. The Argentine wears McDonald's and Fuji's logos on her tennis jersey. I would say Gabriella Sabatini. Only be a guess, though. And it was Gabriella Sabatini. Man. And yeah, you can tell really that Andrea really is catching up.
You are correct.
Already got half what I've got so far. It's gonna stay. Yep. She reached the semifinals of 51 of her 54 Grand Slam events. But I would say I'd say Margaret Court Smith. And Andrea again. And it's Everett. Man, Lisa better get some, because otherwise I'm gonna be
You are correct.
nasty home knock out of her up to 4,500. And she was in second going this round, so you lucky bitch. Got one of the other doubles. Please don't gamble more than 1,000. Please. Well, she won the first women's marathon contested during Olympic competition, and she got it right as Joan Benoit. Honestly, I probably would gamble about. I'd go for a true to the double in that spot. The first athlete to win 5 individual gold medals at one Olympiad. I would say Mark Spitz. Let me be a guess. Andrea again. And she does not know.
Sorry.
Lisa's in control now. But if Lisa guesses can get that second to the double, it's going to be a very competitive game. I'm just saying. I would guess Mark Spitz. And it was Eric Hayden. Eric Hayden.
You are correct.
That's kind of a misleading one. It didn't say it was a Winter or Summer Olympics, so she's going to hodgepodge. This sport allows a player to lift, clean, and place. I would guess weightlifting. It would be a guess, though. And Andrea's back at it again. It's golf.
You are correct.
I swear to God, if you get that second daily double, I will be in a rage. He was the first U.S. athlete to make 4 Olympic diving teams. Who was Greg Louganis. There's no possibility it could be no one outside of Greg Louganis. It has to be him. If it's not him, I'll be pretty surprised, actually, what the answer is.
You are correct.
Case under. So if I get to the double, I might just grip it and rip it. Country for 400. Gigi Rodriguez played for this country in golf's 1987 Chrysler Cup. That was answer would be Puerto Rico, but Puerto Rico would be the United States. Lisa. Yep. And, it was the United States. It was the States. Man, that was a pretty tough one, because I was thinking, I hope Lisa doesn't get it, because then I'm going to have to do a big wager at the Final Jeopardy. Last year I should use this swimming stroke during a hair or chin carry. Hodgepodge really is giving me fits, actually, for some reason. It all depends on Final Jeopardy at this point. Is the side stroke.
You are correct.
So Lisa's actually catching up to me, but again, that daily double is still working. Round. Okay. The number of holes in a round of golf. What is 18? How many holes in golf? 18!
You are correct.
So 9,100. I really have got to be kind of careful where I get that one. I'll go tennis players for Andrew. Why not? It took 4 hours, 55 minutes to beat Yvonne Lendl at the 88 U.S. Open. I would say Stefan Edberg. Only be a guess, though. Lisa. And it was Mats Wilander again. That's twice now he's been answered.
You are correct.
Alright, so I just need another 1,100. I've got the game locked up. It's used to smooth a sand trap in golf. What is a rake? Yeah, this second round is really just the polar opposite of my first round. So
you are correct.
I mean, I think I've gained maybe only 3,000 so far. Country for 600. Daily double. All in, why not? I seriously don't care. All in. This country hosted the 44 football game dubbed the Potato Bowl. What is Ireland? Please be right.
You are correct.
Yes! Woo! That was a gamble and a half. Handball was founded as this country as fives because all the fingers of the hand were used. I probably would guess German. That'd be a guess, though. But either way, I've almost won this game. Makes that bold decision, and she doesn't know. So that was a bold decision, really. It could have been anything else, but I was thinking the potato family on the daily double that came in. So fives. Yeah, I'd probably guess German. That'd be a guess, though. And it was Ireland again. So Ireland and Masculanda. So lucky enough, there's no more stress to the other double. Okay. He's the only golfer to have won at least 15 major tournaments. Who is Jack Nicklaus? Nicklaus won a 18 actually. He is I believe he's actually also worked for the most runner franchise majors with 19.
You are correct.
1-2 and almost even. So tennis players for 1,000. Let's get that out of the way. Billie Jean's first major singles title, which she won in 1966. Alexander's would be the U.S. Open. Alexander's would be the U.S. Open. And she doesn't know. Why would you take a punt like that and not get it right? Either the U.S. Open or Wimbledon. But U.S. Open would be the obvious choice. But somebody's picking Wimbledon. And it was Wimbledon. Yeah, Wimbledon, U.S. Open. I did think she could beat the Australian Open or the French Open. So Lisa's in second now. Okay. Arnold Palmer's legions for fans are referred to by this name. I would say Arnie's Army. Only be a guess though. And are you serious? I got it. I somehow guessed the nickname right. Okay. This country won 14 Little League World Championships in its first 17 tries. What is Taiwan? Wait, 14... Would that be the United States, actually? So I'm thinking the few that they didn't win were actually in the 50s. I know Mexico won in 57, so...
Sorry?
Taiwan. It was either going to be the USA or Taiwan. Lisa. She doesn't know.
Sorry?
So Andrea's got a free shot at this. If she gets it right, she's only for 500 on Lisa, but like I said before, the pressure was off thanks to that bold daily double. Now Andrea's going to take a stab at this one. And it was Taiwan, my original guess, and I ended up second guessing myself.
You are correct.
So, I think 3 categories are left, actually. Okay. The Royal Equestrienne was Britain's BBC Sports Personality of the Year in 1971. Who was Princess Anne? I'm gonna say Princess Anne because I'm scared I just put as Anne, they're gonna knock me down.
You are correct.
So he's hodgepodge for 1,000. If I get this, I'll be over 20 grand going into Final Jeopardy. So, a man or a woman, they have 4 players on a lacrosse team. I'd say men. Lisa, this could decide second, and it was the women. So at the end of Double Jeopardy,
you are correct.
Andrea 4,300, Lisa 5,100. I'm at 19.4 to go into Final Jeopardy. I could gamble $7,800 or less, and I'll still win. Our Final Jeopardy category is Baseball Awards. So, well, this one I could see the category before. Oh, I know it. I already know it. Going all in. I already know it. This annual award was given to only one pitcher a year until 1967. Was the Cy Young Award. Yeah, in the 60s, yeah, up till then it was just best pitcher across both, actually. So, Nick Alpha said Cy Young Award, I believe.
No,
Yep,
correct response.
Cy Young Award. So, I think Alpha said it. So, Andrea said it. She gambled $3,800, puts her at 8,100. Lisa said Cy Young, gambled 3,000. I also said Cy Young, going all in. So, I win this game with 38-8, which I believe would have been a record in the old scoring format, I believe. So, with that being said, thanks for watching.